The loser isn't out of it, but they have a second chance. But this is for winner's side top 8. And so we have essentially the scales are not in the Whitley's favor, but the Whitley has been an upset machine this entire tournament. The Whitley still very good, hovering around a 50% win rate, but has beaten a lot of good opponents this tournament. And Trisscorp is, by definition, one of the most consistent players in Mystery Tournament. As you can see, first joined MT8, but
got 79.
I got 79.
Not the most consistent.
But ever since then, took second in MT9, and I don't think has missed a top 8 since joining MT.
Look, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Maybe once or twice, but with that record, that is phenomenal. And Trisscorp, very consistent player. So it's going to be another uphill match for the Whitley. But if the Whitley does win, does get to put on their player card one of those stars that Trisscorp has.
Yeah, and look at the Whitley's face. That's the face of determination.
It wants that star. It's screaming for it.
Yeah, but Trisscorp over there is like taunting him.
Like, look at all of my stars.
Yeah.
Neener.
We're getting set up. Looking pretty good. We have a game. It probably won't take too long, so we can take a quick look at the matches. Oh, look at this. Victories across the board. I mean, obviously, we're winners.
Yeah, taking a look at the Whitleys here. Whitley beats in Jetpack. That's a DOS game. Yeah, that's a really basic platform where you got to collect all the things, and it had some weird enemy movements that I know there was something like appeared that just was like a gas or like the actual jetpack appeared at some point that made it just completely random at times, but yeah. It's fine. One in Dream Hook, which is a classic grapple game. Had some weird pathing, like they had a specific path they had to take. Beat Okami in Moto Heroes, which is a WiiWare Trials-like.
We called it a Tilty Car game. Not the official name of that genre.
And then the other game doesn't matter. Trisscorp, on the other hand, beat... There's a little bit of an error in the Whitley's player card right there. I don't know why it says that he beat me. That's right.
Oh. I thought it was because of the game. I didn't even see that. Who the loser was.
It's not right. But Trisscorp, on the other side, beat Nico in Stage 1 Complex. So Japanese, basically the whole game was one stage that had different mechanics that you would go through every time.
Yeah, some of them better than others, really. Like it was like 50-50, like a good kind of twist. Oh, the spikes fall down or something, and then the next twist was just, the game stops moving for a second every few seconds, something like that.
Now the screen is yellow.
Yeah.
Beat It's a Starman in Mandu versus the Colorless Curse, which was basically a Super Mario Land 2 clone. And if I remember, that was very close. It was like a 5-second difference between both racers. So if the fates change, this may have been a different match. Beat Bacon Man in Active Neurons, Wonders of the World. I don't know what that is.
It's a light ice puzzle game. It doesn't sound like it, I know, but it was.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a science textbook.
Second edition.
You paid $300 for this textbook called Active Neurons: Wonders of the World. And you have to get a new one halfway through because they updated it, and they won't buy back your textbook.
The way it works in Germany, or at least in any school I've been to, is that you can like rent them for the year. Then you gotta give them back.
Yeah, I was an English major, so I actually ended up just checking my books out from the library instead of buying them. It worked for the most part. Except the time when someone wanted it back when I needed it for a test.
Oh.
And then finally beat Lightning in Tall Infinity, which is the weird... It's like, it is Tetrisy. No, it's not Tetrisy. But you're
kind of a little... it's not a drop puzzler, but it plays like one.
Yeah, you're rolling a block to match colors, and as soon as you match them, they make a taller tower. And it was a puzzle mode, so there was a bunch of puzzles that they had to solve. If I remember, it was close, but Trisscorp, being as consistent as he is, pulled out that win.
Yeah,
but yeah, this... Go ahead, Maurice, sorry.
It's the game that ID used to have the world record in, but apparently someone else took the record and actually does a really good job, and now ID has been like kind of, I don't know, hesitant to even try.
Oh,
I gotta tease him about it.
He's got them pouty, I lost my world record.
Yeah, I gotta tease him about it so he goes back for it. That's what friends do.
Yeah, you bully them into going back to their world record.
Yeah.
As any good friend does.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a good match. Kind of a not unproven, but so far relatively unsuccessful challenger to Trisscorp over here with his 8 stars.
Yeah, I mean, we've got pretty much all bangers for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, us two are still in it. Wait, are we? Are you still... Okay, good.
I literally just won yesterday. You streamed
the match. But then I stopped doubting.
I got out of the tournament between that match and today, which is less than 24 hours.
Possible.
Yeah, it's a minefield wherever you go. Every opponent.
Yeah,
and
really
this is a winner's, and then being a winner's match. I mean, whoever does win gets top 8, but the loser does have a second chance.
Yeah, and it's like an immediate chance. You don't have to win 2 games like usually. If you drop into losers, you suddenly have to play twice as many matches. No, you immediately get another chance at top 8 qualifying match.
But you'd rather win, because if you get dropped into that loser's bracket, it's not going to be an easy match, because I think the loser of this has to fight either you, Crankdud, or Neitzel, depending on how it all plays out.
Oh, my condolence. I apologize in advance for beating the loser.
My gracious victory. I thank you upon losing. But I know we're probably getting low into this game pool. And I know my last match had a very late rounds only tag.
Yeah, this one doesn't. This one has actually been drawn before and got redrawn for, I think, non-blindness, after we noticed like a minute into the race. Or maybe it was technical issues, I'm not sure. So, it's a good game. I love this game. The creator of this game is kind of a Mystery Tournament regular. Like, not as a player, but as a creator.
I think I know the creator then.
Yeah.
I can only make a guess.
The clues. Leaving all these clues around with the blue paw prints on them. And at the end, we're gonna combine them and read a letter. But it
could be Bong Yulong, but it might not be Bong Yulong, because Marie said creator, not team.
Bungalong?
Bungalong is the one that made Star Group Scramble, the Grabanaki, Spookanaki.
Okay.
They made Tailspin.
For a second, I was really scared you were gonna say Pumpkin Dog.
No.
You were like, oh, it's the team that made it. I'm like, oh god, don't let it be Pumpkin Dog.
No, Pumpkin Dog was an individual. So, still on the table for this match.
Wow, it's amazing what great games a single person can make.
But I think I'm assuming we've probably had this specific developer's game in this tournament before.
Yeah.
And other games that he or she or they have made in this specific tournament this year. That's my theory. I'm not cheating. I'm not looking up what the game is. I'm guessing it's a Daniel Linson game, is what I'm assuming.
You are correct. Played Outline. Different Daniel Linson game.
Yeah, Daniel Linson makes bops. They're all good.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
And like all unique too. So it's not like they're following the same
spooky
format.
Neki. Oh, it's just the same game.
But spooky.
I think we can switch over. I've played this game. It's called The Sun and Moon.
Oh, this game is great. Yeah.
You know it's correct. The Sun and Moon.
The Sun and Moon.
Not even know. It's a platformer, and a little like yesterday or 2 days ago, Jal versus Jackasam, we had a puzzle platformer that's more puzzle than platformer. Projection Remains. Good game. And this one is kind of a puzzle platformer, but it's more platformer than puzzle.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you use your momentum to like jump into platforms.
Yeah.
To give yourself even more momentum. And you have to collect certain things in order to get to the end of the level.
Yeah, so it's kind of about figuring out where you can go, where you should go, and how to best do it. But then the execution part is a huge part of it. That's why I'm saying it's more platformer than puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
We have audio? I mean, it's a menu. You never know with menus. Oh! Listen to this.
This sounds correct.
Right, here we go. Race is starting.
But yeah, like, and I'm gonna assume that it's not gonna take the racers too long to figure out the quote unquote puzzle of the level. It's mostly gonna come down to the execution because you don't have. Oh yeah. Hear that?
Bloop. These are very. I forgot the name. There's like a tool that everyone uses to make sound effects. It sounds very much like that. But yeah, the Sun and Moon is a pretty basic platformer. We can jump, we can go left and right, and we can hold a button to pass into platforms. And
essentially make yourself ethereal.
The thing about being inside a platform is that gravity is reversed. You can see on Trisscorp, he's gonna go into this platform and just float up into the finish. SFXR, yeah, for turret has it. That's the tool that this very much sounds like.
Yeah, and you are in control of it, so it's not like gravity is forcing you into it. So you have complete control of whether or not you can phase into platforms or not. But yeah, Trisscorp with the early lead right now. Yeah, one stage, but we got 30 stages to go. And TheWhitley has stopped. Yeah, not a big fan. No, Whitley,
not a big fan of stopping.
I'm not a big fan of stopping. It's not a good strategy.
Move. Maybe just remapping something on the controller.
I think when I played this, because I think I joined the MT13 race of this, I think I did just go keyboard controls for it.
I think back then I used keyboard as well.
Like, if I was getting this now, I would 100% map this to a controller.
Did I play this? Oh, I played Steam version, but it's a different game. For this game, if you like how this looks, you can play this version, which is kind of a demo. Or it's like a game jam version of a real game, you know, it's that kind of deal. But there's a full game of this, and it's really cool. There's like different paths you can take, different secrets to find, all kinds of mechanics that introduced in different worlds.
Yeah, you can beat the whole game, all the other levels, and then beat the game, as I did when we did the race of it.
There's like, you need like 100 or something, but there's 150, and then kind of got to pick and choose if you want to go fast.
And it wasn't 100% clear which was the final level. But yeah, so Whitley here needs to get a little bit more, well, are just falling off the side, a little bit more, I guess, downward velocity. Because you won't rebuild it. You do need to get lower in order to gain more height. And you won't lose height.
But the thing you can do on the Whitley's level, he's doing it in like a weird way, which I think will work. But what you can also do is use these stairs in kind of a portal way. So in Portal you can gain infinite height by creating a portal on a higher step, falling out of that into the one that is lower, and you just keep doing that. You can do the same thing here. You can gain infinite height by just popping out of a higher stair and going back into the lower one.
Yeah, but Trisscorp, 4 levels ahead right now.
Yeah, doing pretty well here. Got through this nasty block there at the start. But this is a nasty jump. Very well done. Very nice, controlling your height there.
Yeah, Trisscorp is doing a great job sight reading these levels.
Yeah, that's the puzzle part, kind of.
Like, understands exactly what height he needs to jump in order to not run into the spikes, be able to get the little orbs to open the ending. Ooh, but not that time. That time went directly into the spike. Because you do gain a lot of velocity.
Oh, where are we going, Trisscorp?
Trisscorp was trying to find the ending. I think assumed it was down to the right, but
probably like in the sky. Or it's on the left?
I think it's
oh,
it's
there
on
it
the
is.
left. Yeah.
That's not obvious at all.
Yeah, and that level just easy sight read. Just basically just get in between the spikes.
Trisscorp is flying on 19 while the Whitley is still on 12. It's not looking good for the Whitley.
I think these later levels do get really
Oh.
tricky and really long.
It's the stairs thing. So you could jump on these platforms and then like gain a little height by jumping off them again. You can also do this. I think you may have to do.
I think that's I think it's the intended way to do it. And it's teaching you something really important that you need to learn. Because I think some of the last levels it is needed to do in order to collect some of these orbs.
Yeah, very nice. Have to jump into the bottom of that block in order to get enough height. Ah! Almost the first try.
Almost, but here the second try, beautiful. Yeah, Whitley really needs to pick up the pace in order to catch up to Trisscorp. And at this point, Trisscorp needs to get walled. And I don't see that happening at this point.
Yeah? Does the pace bin say how many levels there are?
I think there's 30. At least that's what it looked like on the...
That's what it says. Completing stage 30. On the pace bin. So yeah, 8 more levels for Trisscorp. This is the S level. What does S stand for?
It's succeed.
Oh, that's what Trisscorp did. That's pretty smart. On this level, you gotta let go of the phase through blocks button. Oh, or you just time it perfectly. Wow. That's crazy. That's not how you're supposed.
If it works, it works. All about results.
Oh, it's gonna... Nah, I thought Trisscorp was gonna do like a cool one jump over there.
10 level lead at this point.
So in this one, it's important to realize that you will always end up flying as far out of the block as you were above it when you dropped into it. So if you do have the right height to get these dots, then you're gonna get it again if you just go into and out of the same block again.
Yeah, so your momentum doesn't reset. And just 4 levels left.
Oh, I need to get these dots.
I mean, Trisscorp might sub 10 minutes this.
In a way, this game is kind of early rounds out. I feel like a lot of our top contenders would destroy this in sub 15. I don't trust. No, I wouldn't go for that middle one from the bottom. I think that's gonna kill you every time. Ah, does it again? No! I mean, maybe it will work if you do like a jiggle. Like, you can't stop there, that much is clear. But maybe you can get in there, get the dot, and back out?
Yeah, I think Trisscorp probably was assuming that his speed was going to cancel as soon as he let go of the button or something along those lines.
But it figures it out anyway, that you just do it from, like, not the full height and get it first.
Yeah, 3 levels left.
This one's kind of hard because you gotta get into that top section without flying too high. Like, you need downward momentum when you enter it, otherwise you're gonna fly into the ceiling, which kills you.
Yeah, the top bone.
Oh, yeah, it does look like it. Maybe it's a wrench?
A wrench, bone. I can't really think of anything else. Yeah.
Oh, that was so well done. Oh my god.
Gets the hard one.
Oh, it has to get this one though. But I mean, this one you can do kind of safely and just keep trying until you get it. Oh no!
Ooh.
That was not safe. And that's what happens when you don't have downward momentum entering the top part of the bone / wrench.
And it's giving the Whitley some time to catch up. Whitley still has 11 stages.
Yeah, Trisscorp only has 3. Quite the lead. Trisscorp misses the dot, tries to go back for it. Doesn't work out.
Yeah, I think this is the hardest level in the goal.
I do remember this one, actually.
The Whitley had everything collected, but just couldn't make the jump to get into the portal.
Oh, that's a good... misses the dot. Cannot get it from the top, I think. Has to go back down. Accidentally enters the ceiling. Nope.
Okay, but the Whitley catching up. 22.
Yeah, Trisscorp is having an unexpected amount of problems with it. Like, we knew this was... we knew this was a hard level. It's the level I actually remembered from the game. But has taken longer on this level than like 10 other levels.
Yeah, the majority of Trisscorp's playing time has, I think, been this level at this point.
Yeah, the Whitley's already on S for success.
But yeah, Whitley having a little bit of trouble trying to get this S maneuver.
This is not trivial either. But you can, I think you can just.
Trisscorp made it look trivial.
You can just go in there and back out, I think. Just grabs the bottom one and falls into. I think the trick with the S is that you want to enter this in with a downward momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So that you take longer to fall up. Alright, Trisscorp has the top one, but missing the bottom. Has gotten the bottom one a few times. Oh, there we go.
And that's the clear for Trisscorp.
But this level is kind of like those VVVV levels, where you just kind of have to manage your height. With all the flippers in between. Oh no! I was holding the pass through blocks button and pass through the block.
Yeah, because you can't get too high because you'll... Yep. But there we go. One more level for Trisscorp.
Is it an actual level? Oh, it is. It's like the thing with these games. The last level could just be like...
Thank you for playing, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just climb the T and there's the exit. Oh, that was well done.
Yeah, but...
Final jump.
And that's
Clear.
it. That's a dot done from Trisscorp. And unfortunately, I don't think the Whitley can beat the remaining levels within 40 seconds.
Yeah, that would be the only out to the 15-minute rule, where both racers finish below 15 minutes. Like a forced redraw because too short. But gonna happen. 23. Can't do this S. S no longer stands for success. S now stands for pain. The country.
Yep. It's like a little S and then P-A-I-N in capital letters.
Yeah. Alright, at least he's doing this one in the intended way.
But yeah, that is another top 8 ticket punched for Trisscorp. Trisscorp is a scary opponent. Outside of that one level, Trisscorp demolished this game.
Ignore USB sounds. That was from the Whitley stream.
You know, the Whitley plugging in his TAS so he can finish this goal.
Oh yeah, it worked.
Oh, got a really good handle on this level, though.
Yeah, that was faster than Trisscorp made.
The real deal will be is if Whitley can like first try 28.
That would be clutch. I'm gonna say no.
Who almost first tries 27 is not gonna fall for this trap. Oh, but is trying this really interesting wall strat.
That's like the speedrun strat. And I think it would work, but it's a crazy idea. Like you go to the left, get a little bit of momentum down, and then pass through with like a little curve.
Whitley trying the Trisscorp maneuver. Alright, the Whitley's probably going to get this level clear now.
Yeah, this
one big drop.
Easy.
Alright, 28. Let's see it.
Let's try.
Let's see. Alright, that one was a trial. That was a test. This is the first.
Ah.
That was test 2. Test 3. Alright.
It keeps happening! Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations, Trisscorp. You are making another appearance in top 8.
Wow. Oh, how do I make it all the time? Oh,
yeah, and on the winner's side this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's top 6 already.
In a while.
Like, screw top 8.
Yeah. Top 6. Jeez.
How did you feel about this game?
It's really nerve-wracking when you fail over and over again.
Yeah, Whitley's on that stage exactly right now.
Yeah, 28. That one was just like... I was using keyboard controls and sometimes it's really hard to get like gentle movement sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, outside of level 28, you demolished this game.
Yeah, I've seen this game before, but I've never played it. I've also had I have some experience with like games with like gravity flipping and and momentum like this. So I just kind of knew what was going on. I think Ibn Ob is kind of like that too. And
but yeah, that experience really showed with your gameplay. Like the Whitley is not doing terribly. Like even like a sub 25, that it's probably even sub 22 is what the Whitley's gonna get. It's gonna be impressive. But just you blew this game out of the water.
He did that. So I'm like,
No, heart's racing. You know, it's a top 8 match. It's like you qualify.
Yeah, alright.
Because losing is, while you still get a second chance, it's, in my opinion, the harder way to go. Because the Whitley is going to have to play either Crankdud, Maurice, or Neitzel.
Oh boy, it'll be tough. And it would be tough for me too. Oof.
Yeah, all of them top 8 competitors as well.
Yeah, but I don't think you're never safe. It was that one match I had like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
over someone.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, it was, you know, it's all about luck of the draw, game pull. It's a lot of different factors. So keeps Mystery Tournament so fun and exciting. Oh, Whitley, what a fantastic move, and there is the finish from the Whitley. But fantastic race overall.
Oof.
But you're going into top 8, Trisscorp. I don't envy you. For your opponent, though, is someone 325. How do you feel about that matchup?
It's never gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easier. It's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be struggle. I don't know.
Who knows what we'll see? I know we have a lot of good games in top 8. I don't know what they are. But yeah, any other final thoughts about the game, Trisscorp?
Pretty basic, kind of well made. Not really like much to talk about it. It's mostly like physics felt good. It's just it's a little bit with the keyboard movement. Sometimes it got me. Stuff like that. But I think it was good.
And we are joined by TheWhitley. GG's, TheWhitley.
Hey, GG's.
GG's.
It's unfortunate that you didn't win. We didn't get to see a new top 8 face quite yet, but you do have a second chance. But
let's call it that.
Before we get to that, how did you feel about the game?
The game itself is super fun. It's visually similar. Like, I'm sure I've seen it, but I couldn't remember a whole lot of it, so I guess that was a good thing for the race. Like, I don't remember what it was. I'm like, I swear I've seen this game before. Like, it looks so familiar.
It's got a very familiar style to it.
Yeah. I tried to set up my controller, and DS for Windows apparently decided, doesn't matter that you set those buttons, I ain't gonna work. And so I had to switch back to my keyboard, which constantly was eating W and shift inputs, and I was like, oh. Not that that was gonna help or stop me from doing as bad as I did, but it was still fun.
It was sometimes I let go of the shift button and about to land on the platform, I just went through it. So it's kind of like, I'm not really sure what's going on there.
It was a bit weird at times, but it was super neat. It's kind of like sucks that it was only like 30 levels. It was like they were really quick.
Yeah, there is a full release of this game on Steam that has,
of course,
like 200 levels or something like that. And like the concepts get crazy. I know we had a race of it on MFH, like the full game of it at one point.
Yeah. Okay.
And like the levels get crazy long at times.
That would have been probably a lot of fun there. I mean, I'm sure it would have been just even more nerve-wracking as you get further in because you just get walled by weird levels, but it was super cool. Let's see here.
But yeah, you know, as I said, you're down, but you're not out. You don't have an easy road to top 8, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah. I still now gotta fight the winner of what, Maurice versus Crank.
Well, Maurice has to beat Neitzel first.
Hasn't. Yeah, wait, that's.
Yeah, and then I beat Crank, and then we fight.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, you have a tentative Maurice fight. It's not written in the books yet.
Yeah.
But again, any one of those three, you can have your pick of any of these top 8 opponents that have made it before.
Absolute juggernauts just waiting down there.
I mean, but you have beaten a top 8 opponent already in this tournament. You can do it again.
Yeah, I feel like it's just got to get the right draw, got to fill the right game. Wasn't quite feeling it, I guess.
And I don't even think that you did poorly in this game. You did fairly well. You actually did 28 a lot faster than Trisscorp did.
Oh wow. There was a couple of them that were driving me nuts.
Yeah, the 27 it was like kind of bait to go all the way up, but you kind of have to get that lower one first. Otherwise, you just shoot up to the spikes.
Yeah. Well, what was 27 was the one where you like they got the platforms that actually like show you where you want to go and jump from.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I kept thinking like, oh well, I could do it without having to go that like I can like wiggle down, and it just wasn't quite working. And then I tried to wiggle back up, but it also wasn't quite working in 27.
Yeah, I fell for it too.
And then what was it? The one where you had to like jump in, you had to go in the wall. 23, 23, where you had to go in the wall, and then like immediately pull away to not hit the spike.
The S level, yeah. No, I think Trisscorp. I think you did the S level first try.
Yeah, mine was just like I would get these like lurches into the wall where like I would walk into the wall and sometimes I would go like a little bit in and then I would just like instantly be able to go left, and the other times I would be like flung like way too far to the right. I'm like it was just not consistent and I was having a heck of a time. And I don't know why. Yeah, like I even going back and testing now, like just like walking into the wall with shift. Sometimes I get like these like I go way in, and other times I go just barely in, and it's like trying to find like just the right amount.
I hate to be honest, but I don't even remember.
Yeah. When you first try it, it just kind of goes. You're like, I'm out of this crap.
It's the ones that bring you pain are the ones that stick with you.
Sick.
Yeah.
28 was my nemesis.
Yeah.
Died like 20 times.
It felt like half the race you were stuck on that level, Trisscorp, and then the
Really?
other half was the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It was a bit janky getting like the right like arc up to get up to the next platform, like the little part of the box.
Yeah, but the problem I had was like getting all the dots, and sometimes I just missed one. And
Yeah.
It was really tragic. Sorry, go ahead, Whitley.
Oh, I was gonna say the first time on 28 when I got like the bottom dot, then I swooped right under the dot on like the middle one before going up to the top, and I was just like, oh, how do I get down there and not die? And then I had to redo it anyways.
Yeah, we kind of had a little tragedy moment when you got both of them on the top, Trisscorp, and you only had the bottom one left. I remember Reese was like, well, this is the easy one. You can just take your time, and then as soon as he said that, you clip the spike on the side. It was just, no!
Oh, no way.
I was trying to land back down. I forgot what the platform was.
But yeah, I
get
think that's gonna just about do it for us today. We don't have any other matches on the schedule that I'm aware of.
Wow.
We only have 2 on the schedule. I know we have still a few that need to be done.
Yeah, we need the Andy versus Polterghost.
And then fake Andy versus
But I think
Adam Numbers.
But I think that one. Oh no, that one has to be done this week, right? Because then the loser still has to play next week. So I think you're right. Yeah. You got Adam Numbers versus fake fake Andy.
Real fake Andy.
Yeah, I mixed them up.
Depends, yeah. Are we talking about Andy who lost his name Andy, or Andy that...
So much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a lot, not a lot more matches left. We only have a couple before top 8. A couple, whatever. And
it's getting crazy.
But they're all going to be blood-curdling matches, survival. Who makes top 8? We will find out in the next few days, because March 11th, if I'm not mistaken, is when top 8 is happening. That will be on the GDQ channel, so be sure to check it out. I believe the start time is, I think, 1.
Oh, 1. Is that set or something? Have you talked with them?
No idea. I'm just throwing out a number. If ID's in chat, correct me.
I heard something about what is Nesmania or something. Forgot what it's called.
The best of Ness, or is it the?
Yeah, best of Ness.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's coming up.
Yeah, I think that's happening the same weekend, but we've had the GDQ schedule thing set for a while.
Okay. If we shall see then.
We shall see. We know what's happening on March 10th. That's all, and March 11th. Those are our 2 top 8 days.
Wait,
With that,
hold on. Did I do it wrong then? I thought
sorry,
it was
March
11 and
11th.
12.
So sorry, 11, 12. Sorry.
Okay, good. Because I put 11 on the top
No,
text.
you're correct. Sorry, I counted backwards instead of forwards. But yes, 11th and 12th is top 8. Be sure to mark that on your calendar. And with that, I think we are good to go for the end. Unless you have any final thoughts to say, Whitley, Trisscorp?
Good luck, Triss. I hope you make it all the way there. Maybe I'll see you in the finals.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh, it's
We'll
gonna
take down
be
this
tough.
evil Maurice.
All right. And with that, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for racing, Whitley and Trisscorp. Thank you for the restream, Maurice.
Yeah. Thank you for commentating.
And we will see you at the next race tomorrow, hopefully.
Good night.
Excellent. Yeah. Take care.